Thank you. My name is Dongjin Kang. I have been in this Korea Pacific Ocean Research Center during 1 year in last year. So I would like to introduce our Pacific Ocean Research Center in Weno Island, state of Chuuk, Federated States of Micronesia. As you know, there are about 14 island countries in South Pacific. Actually, this Federated States of Micronesia (FSM) is located in northern hemisphere, around 7 degrees north, but still it consists of a part of South Pacific island country. This FSM consists of 4 different states. From the west, Yap and Chuuk and Pohnpei and Kosrae. It used to be it was independent from the United States in 1986. The population is less than 0.1 million, so quite smaller than other countries. But it has about 80 atolls. But among these 4 states, the state of Chuuk is it contains about 40 islands, and also the biggest atoll in the world is about 30 kilometers east to west. It's about 30 kilometers, and north to south to about 40 kilometers. The population is about 40,000 people, but most of them, I think a little less than half, they stayed Guam or the mainland of the United States. So still there in this island, I think in between 20 and 30,000 people live there. Anyway, this atoll is the world's largest atoll, and average temperature is about 28 degrees Celsius, and about more than 3 meters precipitation annually, and quite humid, about 80% in a year, all year round, quite humid. And the annual rainy day is about 20 days, so 2/3 of year we have rain there. Among these islands, the Weno is the capital of Chuuk State. In Weno Island, the eastern end of Weno Island, our center is located. How to assess Chuuk? From Korea, we go to Guam and transferred another airplane from Guam to Chuuk. It takes about 1.5 hours from Guam to Chuuk. But mostly Filipinos, there are many Filipinos in Chuuk. I think there are about more than 1,000 Filipinos live there. And in Weno Island, most of the experts, some specialists, for example, mechanics or engineers, are mostly Filipino. Most of them from Philippines go to Chuuk through Guam, as Koreans do. But once a year, there are special direct flights from Chuuk, between Chuuk and Philippines, Manila. All right, the KSORC, Korea South Ocean Research Center, or South Pacific Ocean Research Center. At the moment in Korea, we call it Korea Pacific, Tropical Pacific Research Center, but there in Chuuk, the KSORC is quite famous than Korea Pacific Research Center. So we call it KSORC in Chuuk. It was established in 2000. So it's about 17 years old. And then in these days, 4 Korean researchers and 4 Korean researchers stay there, and 20 local assistants. We have quite recently, we set up the satellite internet communication system. So we have kind of our own direct communication system from from Chuuk, our center. And also, very recently, last December, we complete the solar power system. And we have a lot of, we have full of scuba diving gears and seminar rooms, and we have about maximum 15 people. We have accommodation there, so a maximum 15 researchers can stay there. And also we serve, we have a very nice dining room, so we have 3 meals for researchers there every day. And also we have, now we have 5 vehicles, including 3.5-ton trucks. So when you want to have some kind of research program in Chuuk, our center, it has no problem to transport all your instrument or equipments to the center from the airport or port. This is our center. We have this quite a large building, so there is accommodations here and dining rooms and diving shop here, and laboratories here, and we have small hatcheries. And also we have AWS, the automatic weather stations. So we monitor every minute the monitors. And the Chuuk, the Weno Island, except Weno Island, the other islands in Chuuk cannot have no power, commercial power supply. They won't have. Everybody has their own generator, but in this island, Weno Island has a commercial power supply, but the condition is not good. So every day we have power failure. So we have generator. So in our center we have no problem. Just several seconds have to interrupt to switch from the island power to generator. And we have 4 boats for research. The biggest one, the largest one is, the name is Lagoon Dream. It's about 13 tons. We have small A-frame and winches, and very tiny, but we have a laboratory inside, very tiny, and good air conditioning system inside. And this one, the second was a Lagoon Pride. It's about 5 tons. Here now in this now we have a small David here, and and then we can use a portable winchy. And the Bandi is tiny, but it is very comfortable for the diving, scuba diving. And more smaller, the Koti, we have 4 small boats for research. And also in the hatcheries, we cultured aquarium fishes and soft corals and marine algae, especially with spirulina. And also we have black pearl clam, and we culture black pearl clam in this hatchery, as well as the outside at the sea. And the laboratories, we have for quite several years before we complete this building. Usually in the first floor is usually the storages. And the second floor, we have dry lab, a wet lab, and the culture room. We can control the temperature and completely prohibit the light from the outside. And a small office here. And from last year, about several years before, but I added some of the lagoon environmental monitoring systems. So I want to introduce some of the last year monitoring result. We have, as I mentioned, we have AWS, so every minute we monitor the atmospheric condition here, and also we have a wave and current monitoring system. And also, I think almost 10 years with NOAA, the United States, with NOAA, we monitor the CO2 of the surface seawater. And also I added a lagoon monitoring program from our center to the end of the atoll. This is the result. There's a one year result. So last year, here is mostly easterly wind because this is the trade wind area. And also very humid, about more than 80%, and then there are almost similar temperature in a year, but very little differences between summer and winter. And also this is a CO2 result. These are the seawater result, and this is the atmosphere. So the CO2 concentration is higher than the atmosphere. And this is sea level monitor, and also this lagoon monitoring result, the temperature and salinity profiles, time series of temperature and salinity profiles. Also, we can see the clear seasonal variation. But the difference is not so big, only 2 or 3 degrees Celsius, but higher temperature in summer and low temperature in winter. And from more than 10 years, we have many research achieved, and 60 research papers and 15 patents, and some of books we published. Thank you.